So where did Jiraikei come from? Now, if you're on social media and consume any kind of Japan content, you may be aware that Japan doesn't have the best reputation when it comes to looking after the mental health of its citizens. In fact, in Japanese, there is a dedicated term for the mental health strain experienced by working Japanese adults, this being karoshi. And so in Japan, if something can't be fixed and could potentially burden the people around you, you may end up feeling iced out and struggling to find empathetic healthcare. And this is where we can start to understand why Jiraikei came to be. The actual subculture and lifestyle started to really emerge around the mid-2010s, following off the back of adjacent mental health styles and subcultures such as yami kawaii and menhera. So jirai as a term was originally used by Japanese men on online forums such as Hostlove and Baku, mostly in reference to their experience dealing with women from the nightlife areas such as kabukicho, with these original jirai often being women that worked in the hostess or entertainment nightlife industries, but often had bad attitudes or were rude to customers. However, the term was also used on Japanese SNS by men as well. Now, jirai literally translates to landmine, like a landmine. But jirai in this instance means a girl or woman who seems delicate and fragile, but can be unpredictably explosive or hostile. Landmine girl stereotypes included being very clingy through texts and phone calls, being quite possessive over their partners or potential partners, arrogant towards other people, so being quite rude or standoffish, but also being very, very, very self-conscious, usually being very unhappy within themselves. And apparently, according to the Jiraikei subreddit, this term of jirai was also given to women who were obsessive and seen as crazy about otaku and oshi culture. Now, at this time, jirai wasn't really defined by any particular style, but it was a term that was in circulation amongst young people and nightlife areas. And areas like kabukicho are popular with Japanese locals and tourists alike. At all hours of night, you can indulge in drinking, food, entertainment, arcades, and intimacy. And this same environment is where the Toyoko kids fled and found refuge in, many of whom are minors or young adults who have fled and are trying to start a new life away from their previous one. Sometimes this can be due to an unhappy home life with maybe situations within the household being toxic, whilst other times it can simply just be a desire to belong, especially vulnerable young women who more often than not rely on stuff like compensated dating, papakatsu, or trips to love hotels with sketchy men in order to pay for this lifestyle. Something which kind of gets erased and watered down in the more diverse English-speaking communities. These girls and women in essence being some of the original founding fathers for the Jiraikei lifestyle and subsequent fashion style. And especially post-2020, where mental health was a huge concern globally, Jiraikei grew in popularity and awareness. And although the terms jirai, jiraikei, jirai joshi still carry some level of stigma now, the recent popularity of the associated fashion styles has definitely helped people feel more comfortable reclaiming and even aestheticizing these terms.